and he started sending out literature to various physicians, it quickly got the attention of the FDA. And a long story short, it went to federal court. And, the research scientist at the time, he won the court case, but it cost him $100,000. So, and if you can kind of do the numbers going back so many decades, I understand that it was equivalent to nearly $1 million just to defend himself in federal court. And the FDA challenged him that this would take place every year from that point forward. A little disheartened, yes, but what really took the wind out of the sails back then was when, within a year later, that following winter, when his laboratory mysteriously burnt down, for unknown reasons or causes. But the technology was, the breath of life was given back into it by one of his lab students, who in turn did use it, but only part-time in his clinical practice. And that young lab student at the time later became my mentor. The irony with that, I don't believe in irony, but I'll use the word for the sake of conversation, was that, my mentor actually got hit by lightning in the same town that I did exactly 10 years to the day before me. So you can call it what you will, but I found that to be kind of a divine intervention, if you will. And it was a calling to me that this was my mission in life. This is what I needed to do. This is what I have to do. So that kind of led us up to the point where we are today. But I'm very protective of this technology, and I had to be very careful. I was looking forward to bringing this, into the hands of the masses for some time now. But again, I had to be very careful on my choice of how I was going to go about doing this. I've known, the president and CEO of LiveSmart 360 for approximately 5 years. That's Mr. Mark McCool. And throughout the course of these 5 years, we weren't working together, but our relationship, continued to kindle and cultivate. And I found out the type of people that Mark and Janine McCool are, and that was very important to me. I needed that level of trust and ethics, that I could stand firm on to press forward, with my work. And I know for a fact I found definitely the right home. And the rest of the executive leaders that I've had the privilege of getting to know here just in the recent past, it's just further confirmation that I found my home. And Donna, you brought it up best when you said it's really a family. And Michelle, you reiterated that when you came on tonight's call. And it truly is just that. And the support factor that you get from one family member to another within 360 really does speak for itself. So I just wanted to place a little emphasis. I'm sorry to take that time, but I think it was very important that everybody understood where I'm coming from with the technology, the fact that I found my home, and how it all came about.
Well, thank you, Dr. Mueller, and I know that everybody on the line feels very happy to know that your home is here with us and that we can share this product and what it can do for others with the world, and only us here at LiveSmart 360. I'd like you to maybe just for a minute talk about this product by itself. Now, we know that we're going to be infusing many, if not every single product that we have at LiveSmart 360 with the Zorbmax, but with the 360 Mist by itself, how is this product, as it stands alone, going to affect people?
Let me just kind of make it as easy as possible for everybody, and I'll try and break it down into layman's terms. Some of the various attributes that this particular product, has to offer. Here's something that I think everybody would be interested in. That's increased energy. Now, understand when I say this, I'm not talking about a stimulant. I'm not talking about caffeine or some of the other even natural stimulants. I'm talking about an electrical charge that takes place in the cell that gives you that energy. With that energy, you've got a heightened level of concentration and alertness. I think that's important in everybody's life because that's one of the key components to success, in my personal opinion. Those who like to implement an exercise regime into their lifestyle changes, if that's something that's a part of their life, it has a tremendous attributes in helping you with your recovery time. It increases your recovery time. So, and with injuries, stress, all that type, it strengthens your immune system tremendously. We found that it also strengthens hair and restores pigmentation. It's great for hydration-related, issues. I've talked to many healthcare practitioners that have been involved in massage therapy, et cetera, and colon therapy, and that, hydration is extremely important. Also, too, it's also been kind of coined as being kind of to an extent, like a natural antibiotic because of its ability to kill like infections and bacteria, viruses, yeast, funguses, parasites, et cetera. Because again, what it does, it increases your oxygen uptake on a cellular level and helps to create a pure environment within the body on a cellular level, and that's how it's able to address those particular issues. I've also used it clinically to assist in alcohol and drug addiction. So that came in to be very, very useful and important. And one of the big reasons is it has a wonderful way to help eliminate toxicity, toxins from the body. And even the lymphatic system, which is very important. People may ask, well, what is that? But it's the lymphatic, and rather than getting into what it is, it's important to keep the lymphatic system clean as well, because we've all heard of, say, lymphatic cancer, things of that nature. So rather than elaborating, that's how important the lymphatic system is, and with our lymph nodes and so on. And again, of course, the biggie helps to absorb our vitamins or minerals or proteins and various other, nutrients as well. Let me see, boy, the list, as I mentioned earlier, it's kind of an infinite ongoing list, but in essence, one of the reasons it's able to do all these things goes right back to basics. It creates a balance in the body, a homeostasis, as it's referred to in the field. And this balance that takes place in the body it's a chemical balance, which is extremely important. So again, that being said, it kind of leads into the next point I wanted to, make mention of, and its ability to help balance the chemistry in the body, which is inclusive of like insulin-related concerns, also hormone-related concerns. And again, when you start talking about like hormones, for example, and hydration and increased elasticity of the skin, all these things kind of have a strong component in the, and I quote, anti-aging industry. So, you start noticing, the reverse effects of aging, and it's not like it's some big miracle. It's all the beauty, the blessings that God gave us from day one. Literally, what we're trying to do here is go back to the basics, restore the natural perfection that the body had been created day one. Now, in the world we live in certain dietary habits and so on, it's very easy to stray down that wrong path, if you will, but it's almost impossible to really eat so well and just exercise. I mean, it's just, and I think that's why this particular product, standalone even, it does just that. And if anybody saw the little 1-minute take of me on YouTube, Mr. McCool, Mark chose that particular little segment because he really liked what I had to say in the sense that we do not have any competition, ladies and gentlemen. We don't. It's a standalone. And I think, not only do you hear my passion behind its many health attributes, but it's also, what was touched on at the beginning of the call here. It could be a very lucrative opportunity here, obviously, because all you got to do is get somebody to try it. The results are quick, and that's the kind of world we live in. We like results yesterday. So
absolutely. Well, you sold me when you said increased elasticity and reversing the signs of aging. You could have stopped right there an hour ago. I love that, Dr. Mueller. But we're running out of time, and obviously we could go on and talk about this product for hours and hours. But one thing I want to ask you to cover before we finish out this call, because obviously we could continue to go on and on. But one of the things that we know is that we're going to have Zorbmax, which is the main ingredient ingredient in the 360 Mist. We're going to have that in every product. So I know what people are wondering. They're wondering, my goodness, if I'm going to be taking this product and all the other products that we have